By the end of this video, you will learn the 3 components to a successful mindset so that you can increase sales for your business. Let's go! Hey, I'm Eric from Gem Monster, showing you how to generate sales while becoming the best version of your creative self. There are so many different moving pieces that come together within the journey that brings someone from prospect to lifelong customer. And up until now in my videos, I have been primarily focusing on email, prospecting, and phone skills, but there is so much more to generating sales, like sales and marketing funnels, lead nurturing, branding, the list goes on. So be sure to subscribe to my channel because we will be uncovering a whole heck of a lot, and honestly I've been getting to enjoy your company. So let me know in the comments if there's something that you would like me to cover, and I'll be sure to throw it in my video making queue. But honestly, we can go over all the tactics in the world, but without a fundamental foundation, all those pieces that we build up together will come crashing down. And that foundation is your mindset. There are 3 components to a successful sales mentality, but before we get into it, let's throw down a rule right now. And that rule is to stop selling. Selling, making sales, something being sold, it's all an outcome. If you are trying to make selling an action that you have control over, then you will end up doing everything but making a sale. You will be telling, showing, you could accidentally start manipulating conversations. You will catch yourself thinking about a person as a transaction versus a chance to build a real relationship. And honestly, I know this firsthand because when I started my journey into sales, I was so excited about what I was doing that I caught myself focusing on product features versus what the customer actually wanted. And I was upselling before the customer even knew if they wanted anything from me. So I'm here to help you so that you don't make the same mistakes that I made. So before we move forward, drop the thought of selling as an action that you have control over and think of sales as an outcome of your action. And once you do that, there are 3 things that you can focus on. Let's start with number 1. Focus on learning. Learning is essential to generating sales. If you don't know your customer, then it's very difficult to help them. It is your mission to continuously learn about the customers that you want to attract and the customers that you have now. There is this book called Selling to Zebras. It's by Jeff KOSER and Chad KOSER. It is an awesome read, and I'll drop a link in the description for you. But the concept of the book is that for a lion, a zebra is the easiest prey. Lions that know this, they focus their energy on hunting zebras, and they know that the probability of landing a zebra is very high, and they exhaust the least amount of energy needed to get their food. Though until a lion understands this concept, they will run after anything. This means that in order to get the same outcome, they exhaust more energy. For you, the more you learn about who your ideal customer is, the easier it is to identify who they are and build relationships with them. The best way to keep learning is to be the one who asks the questions. Great salespeople will do about 20% of the talking during a conversation. Now, think about that for a moment. Now think about how few great salespeople you actually know. The 80-20 rule is a game changer, and the reason that asking questions is great is because it puts you in control of a conversation. You guide where that conversation moves, and it allows you to learn about your customer. Don't just think about what the customer wants, but think about why they want it and how it will impact the world when they get it. And also think about how it makes them feel. Emotions are key because we are emotional beings that think, not the other way around. It's not what your customer wants really, it's what your customer feels when they get what they want. Make a list of things that you need to know about your customer before you can help them, and make sure that you get that list filled out with every conversation. Learning about your customers will help you build a relationship and gain a deeper understanding of who they are. Now, I have an IGTV episode with a great tip to guiding conversations, and I'll link it to you below. Knowing about your customers will help you with the next component, which is focus on bringing value. So notice that I'm still not telling you to sell anything. Honestly, in order to generate sales, you need to be the person that offers value long before the wallet gets involved. Now here's an example. Let's say you have 2 different people offering similar things. One person gives details on their offering and then they leave it at that. They call an email here and there asking if you're ready to purchase, and They follow up like that until someone gets tired. They're really diligent, nothing against them, but the other person gives you details and offers you questions that you can ask other people so that you can compare and contrast offerings. The person provides testimonials, they provide instructions on how you can get results before you even purchase what they're offering, and rather than checking in to see if you are ready to purchase, they follow up to ask about current results and if there is more that they can do to help. Now, who will you buy from when it comes time? Hopefully, it's the person who shows you that they care about your outcome, whether you purchase from them or not. You need to be the person that selflessly cares about your new and existing customers. They are not a transaction, they are a human being, and you help them. That value generates sales. Bottom line, if you're doing anything or offering anything purely to make money, then you've already failed. The best salespeople that I've ever worked with 100% believe in their offering and 100% believe in the success of their customers. If their offering isn't what will benefit the customer the most, then they won't suggest it. And your goal is to lead your audience to a path that will bring them the most success. Now offering what they provide, that sounds counterintuitive, but I promise you that it will have a better outcome in the long run. Just because someone doesn't buy from you doesn't mean that they won't be a brand advocate. Now, tell someone when it isn't a good fit, because the same person may suggest your product or service to others when they think it will help them. But on the flip side, or if you're a Stranger Things fan, on the upside down, if you convince someone to buy when it isn't a good fit, then they won't be satisfied and they won't suggest your offering. Build trust, provide value, and everything else will come full circle. So right now you know that you need to learn and provide value, but there is a third key component, and that is to focus on what you can control. It can be discouraging when you are working with a customer and they don't get back to you, they don't use any of the advice that you give them, whatever value you are bringing their way, they aren't using it to better themselves. And those pain points that they have, they go unailed, and honestly, they don't purchase. Or even worse, they could purchase from you and get zero results because they aren't making the most of your product or service. This is something that will happen eventually to everyone. And the reality is that you can put 110% effort in for someone, learn what they need, give them tons of value, but if they don't put in the action required, they don't get results. You need to understand that this has no reflection on what you do. You can encourage action and success, but you can't force it because you're not a wizard. Well, unless you are, like your name's Harry Potter or Hermione or Ronald, or I don't know, I've never read the books, but just focus on the things that you can control, which is to learn as much as you can about your customer and bring as much value as you can their way. Continue to tailor your offering so that is the best darn thing your audience has ever seen, and you will succeed. Now, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and tap the bell. I think it's down there somewhere. And it'll notify you when I drop another video. Till then, see you later, crocodile. See you later, alligator. Oh.